Can you tell the difference between picture number 1 and picture number 2? What about the difference between picture number 3 and picture number 4? Kevin Raposo here with SpeedyPhotographer.com, and today we're going to be comparing the brand new Pixel 7 Pro to a $7,000 professional camera. Specifically, we're going to use the Canon R5, which is a $4,500 professional camera body here in Canada, along with a Canon 24-70mm f2.8, which is a $2,500 professional lens. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I've partnered with Kingston to give away 2 free 128GB React Plus SD cards, so keep watching and I'll talk about how you can win one for free a little later on. On to the comparison. Here's how it's going to work. The Pixel 7 Pro includes 3 lenses: a 14mm ultra-wide lens, a 24mm standard lens, and a 120mm telephoto lens. All of the pictures and videos that we take with the Canon R5 will closely match these focal lengths, which means that I'll be using a couple of other lenses to support this comparison as well. All photos will be shot in JPEG format, and the only editing will be slight adjustments to cropping and exposure to ensure that the pictures match up. All videos will be completely unedited and shot in 4K at 60 frames per second. So let's jump in. Our first 2 comparisons were taken with the ultra-wide lens. So here's picture number 1, and here's picture number 2. Here's picture number 3, and here's picture number 4. Which one is which? Well, picture number 1 and picture number 4 were taken with the Pixel 7 Pro. The biggest giveaway here is the corner sharpness of each picture. Corner sharpness tends to be a common weakness of ultra-wide lenses, even with professional cameras. And in this case, the wide-angle lens in the Pixel 7 Pro just can't produce the same amount of detail as the Canon 16-35mm f4 lens that I was using here. You can really see it when I zoom into this sign in the corner. The R5 retains a lot of detail in the text, but the Pixel 7 Pro begins to completely fall apart. Moving on, our next 3 comparisons will be taken with the standard lens. So here's picture number 5, and here's picture number 6. Here's picture number 7, and here's picture number 8. Here's picture number 9, and here's picture number 10. So which one is which? Well, picture number 6, 8, and 9 were all taken with the Pixel 7 Pro. Now, if we look back at this again, the first set of pictures were clearly taken using portrait mode on the Pixel 7 Pro. And at full size, they actually looked very close to the pictures that I took with the R5. It only starts to become a little more obvious when you zoom into 100% because you can start to see that the algorithm will miss some of the edges, like right here around her shoulder. Now, the second and the third set of pictures were meant to be a lot more challenging. All of these were very flat shots with a deep depth of field, so you can't tell them apart without looking much more closely. But in my opinion, the giveaway here is the heavy HDR processing and the increased sharpening on the images that were shot with the Pixel 7 Pro. But have a look at this shot here. You could actually make an argument that the amount of detail in the bridge being captured by the Pixel 7 Pro is comparable to the R5. I've honestly never seen anything like this in any of the phone comparison videos that I've put together in the past. And no, Google is not paying me to say that. It's just the truth. Next up, we have 3 more comparisons taken with the telephoto lens. Here's picture number 11, and here's picture number 12. Here's picture number 13, and here's picture number 14. Here's picture number 15, and here's picture number 16. So again, which one is which? Well, picture number 12, 13, and 15 were the ones taken with the Pixel 7 Pro. Now this one isn't a fair fight because the optics of a tiny zoom lens inside of a phone can't possibly compare with a dedicated telephoto lens like the Canon 70-200mm f2.8 that I was using here. There just isn't anywhere near as much detail, and the biggest giveaway is obviously the lack of any bokeh on the Pixel 7 Pro. But with that said, again, it's pretty mind-blowing to see how much detail the Pixel 7 Pro is still managing to pick up. Have a look at this picture of the building again. Now have a look at where I was standing. The fact that I can even make out these letters from that far away with a phone is extremely impressive. Moving on to our final section, we're going to conduct 2 comparisons of the video functionality. So first up, here's video number 1, and now here's video number 2. Next, here's video number 3, and now here's video number 4. So I ask you again, which one is which? Well, video number 2 and video number 3 were taken with the Pixel 7 Pro. Unlike the photography comparison, the difference when it comes to video is much more significant. The Pixel 7 Pro produces a very compressed image with an aggressive HDR look, whereas the R5 can shoot in a format called C-Log. This produces a very cinematic look that just can't be matched by the Pixel 7 Pro. Now, how many did you get right? Make sure to let me know in the comment section below. So what was the point of this comparison? Obviously, these two devices are targeted at two very different types of consumers. No professional photographer is going to watch this comparison and decide to start using a phone instead of a dedicated camera. But it does reveal exactly how far computational photography has come over the past decade. For example, the telephoto images that I took with the Pixel 7 Pro obviously didn't compare to the R5, but they were still incredibly detailed for a phone. And that isn't just because of the camera hardware, it's because the phone is simultaneously processing information from all three lenses to produce the sharpest possible image. And this type of computational photography doesn't exist in traditional cameras, which is why I was honestly blown away by the amount of detail that I was noticing. Portrait mode, night sight, and a number of other technologies have all been rolled into a single piece of hardware and incrementally improved over time. As long as you're shooting under decent lighting conditions, you're definitely going to be happy with what you're getting straight out of your phone, but it still won't replace a professional camera. Alright, so contest time. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I've partnered with Kingston to give away 2 free 128GB React Plus SD cards. And if you're interested in winning one for yourself, all you have to do to enter the contest is leave a comment below. Everybody who leaves a comment, literally everybody, will be automatically entered into a random draw, and 2 lucky winners will be selected by me. The deadline and all other details can be found in the description below, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. And for all the Canadians out there, even if you don't win the contest, you can still buy some of these memory cards at your local Canada Computers. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more valuable content just like this, and I'll see you in the next video.